Oh, there you go. Hello, we're back. I didn't, yeah, for some reason I was muted. Are we good, guys? I'm having a terrible time. I was just saying, yeah, I don't have the Spotify playing right now because I don't know if I had a memory overload or something, but I have 32 gigs of RAM, so I don't know why. I don't know why this is happening. Um, oh man, that is that's fun. So I see we have 5 viewers on Twitch. I think we were at 7 last time, so that looks fine. But I think on YouTube we lost a bunch of people. Shit. Well, yeah, like basically my like as I was doing the review, the music just started doing that like glitchy kind of sound, and then my entire PC just shut off. It said something to do with the drivers. Um, I I don't know. I don't know what's happening. First the TikTok stream dies, then my PC dies. Okay, I think we're good. Someone said they swapped from Twitch. The Twitch stream is up. Temperance, so we got Lucas says hi. Temperance says internet issue. It wasn't the internet. It wasn't my internet. Yeah, Twitch. It says Twitch is up. It says live. It says 6 viewers. I see myself. Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume that it's because I had like 18 million things open. So we're just gonna stay with OBS. We're gonna do this part of the stream with no music, just because I don't know what just happened. But let's just get back to it, I guess. Oh man, okay, I don't remember who was it. Who was the last one? Man, I'm so scared it's just gonna die on me again. It was, I think it was Simon. The Datitech swap to Karasuno team was mine. I'm free to play. Just got very lucky with banners. Damn. So that was you. That's pretty fire. So, anyways, with Simon's team, uh, I'm so shook right now. With Simon's team, we have Atsumu as the setter. Now, with positionless, I don't know what team type you have because somebody confirmed to me that Rentaro does have quick attack as a tag. So I think your team is neutral because there's 3 powers, there's 3 quicks. So ideally, you would probably want to swap Atsumu for a power setter, or you would want to bring in the SP Hinata for one of Kiyotani or Tanaka. So in that case, I would say, I guess the SP Hinata would be better, just because he's the better individual player. If you can pick up the Yor Kageyama, that'd be fantastic. Um, but yeah, no Kita. I do see a Kaji, but no Kita, no Osamu. You could go down the path of getting Osamu's rebanner if you really want to. You want to keep Atsumu and then steer clear of the Karasuno players. You can do that. It really just depends because you're kind of in the middle of the two, right? So you would have to pick up both Kageyama and Hinata to do that. And then for the Inarizaki team, you would have to pick up Osamu just Osamu because then you have a Kaji. So one way is easier than the other. One has more longevity than the other. So I don't know. It's up to you. It depends on where you want to go. So in terms of a team rating, I will give this a um I give it a 7. It says quick. This is before the update, so it's based off Atsumu. So I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Does my Control V still work? No, it does not. Most recent, oh Jesus, recent live, and then oh great, my keyboard's about to die because I have a wireless keyboard. Give me 1 second. Yeah, because these teams have been posted from 3 weeks ago. As you can see, it says 21 days ago. So a lot of these screenshots are before the positionless update, and then the only reason or the only times that they aren't is when somebody posts like an update. Like, oh, I pulled this character now, but obviously that was later. All right, so apologies for the hiccups for both the TikTok stream crashing, now the YouTube stream and everything else crashing. Where in Vancouver do you live? I live like south of Vancouver. It's like southeast of Vancouver. So we have. Oh wait, this is wrong. Eh, are we good now? There we are. So next up we have this person who says, rate out of 10 and advice, please. I try to get the UR middle blocker and fail miserably. So that would be Hirugami, and we'll be pulling for Komori. So managed to get in 100, and then Nishinoya currently has Komori's memory for now until I get him. Managed to get into 100? The team is the same. Oh, 100k. I see. Yeah, I don't really look at team rating too much, other than like giving me an indication of, you know, if you're a new player or not. But yeah, so with the new update, I'm assuming you understand now. Just bring in Karai for the practice Kuro. And even though you didn't get Hirugami, it's not the end of the world. Hopefully you picked up Komori to replace Nishinoya. And your team is pretty solid. I mean, I know the Mia Twins is like, you know, not the greatest. But, well, not the greatest in terms of this team. But I think you would still be power. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, no. Karai, Bokuto, Sakuza would be 3. Oh, you're missing one more. Oh, you have Kita on the bench too. Maybe you go quick instead. Like you could technically bring in the SSR Kageyama. Yeah, you're kind of in a weird spot. I think your team would have to be neutral. That kind of sucks. So I'd say probably Korai in for Kuro. Yeah, and then you just have to ride it out. Maybe if you pick up the UR Kageyama and you can put him in for one of these guys. But even there, that's still awkward too. Yeah, with this positionless update, it kind of screws over the Inarizaki people. Um, yeah, it's a little bit difficult. Was there anything specifically that you wanted? Just Komori, I guess, huh? Yeah, just pick up Komori for now, I guess, and then throw Kuro in, or throw Karai in for Kuro, and then just ride it out. That's all you really can do until, like, maybe if you pick up the SSR Akashi in the meantime, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a weird situation. Osamu's quick. 1, 2, 3. Isn't it just 3? Oh, Kuro's quick attack? I thought he was just block. Oh. Well, that's not that bad then. So maybe just start the game like this and then sub in Korai. Because I think your team specialty stays? I think. So if Kuro is quick, stay like this and then start the game, sub in Korai for Kuro. Interesting. And then, yeah, replace Nishinoya with Komori. So in terms of a team rating, I would probably give this a 7.5 out of 10. Alrighty. Next up, we got Kyosuke, who says, been playing about 3 to 4 weeks, so a little bit more than 2 to 3 weeks. We got been playing about 3 to 4 weeks. I'm not really sure what to change, but I've been thinking of getting Yaku for Libero. What are your thoughts? Okay, so you have Oikawa and Iwaizumi at the very least. So the next SSR to get would probably be, yeah, I can see Yaku because Yaku works with Lev, but I would maybe prioritize getting the SSR Kyotani um, first, and then maybe get the SP Nishinoya instead, because long term Lev is kind of meh, if I'm being totally honest. So I would say first get Kyotani, because what's that guy's name? Sasaya? Sasaya's like whatever. If I'm being totally honest, like I used him for a little bit, I didn't really enjoy him. So I would say get Kyotani so that you have those three at least, the Albatross players, and then get either the SSR Yaku after that or get the SP Nishinoya instead. That's what I would do. Temperance says having neutral specialty gives advantage to your opponent. Yes. So if you're neutral, so let's say you have, I think it's you need 4. So if you have 3 power, 3 block, 3 receive, or whatever, and your thing says like none, it's like that gray one, then you will be at a minus 15% to your basic stats against the any team. So whether they're power, quick, receive, or block, you will be at a disadvantage. And could you live without that? Like, could you live with a team that is, minus 15%? Probably. But it's not, when it's technically an easy fix, you don't really want that. So in terms of a team rating, I will give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Yo, M. Dot is in the chat. Mr. M. Dot, you missed a bunch of fails. A bunch of my streams crashing. TikToks banned me for 3 days for live through Streamlabs. All that good stuff. Yeah, and the worst thing doing our stream tomorrow is now I have all these issues to worry about. Like, will my stream crash tomorrow? Or sorry, will my PC crash tomorrow? Because that's what happened. My PC crashed. Will my PC crash tomorrow? Will I be able to use TikTok Studio to get the TikTok live up for tomorrow? Like, I don't know. So I'm a little bit worried. And even like the setup I had for our stream tomorrow for TikTok specifically, now I need to somehow get that to work without using OBS. So that's gonna be fun. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. So next up we have Snows Ninja, who says, this is my team. Any improvements I should make or changes I'm going to go for Yura Kageyama and then SP Hinata. Far in the future, I'm going to go for Oikawa and Iwaizumi with Ushijima. Then the Mia Twins for a better Inazaki quick team. Okay, what are they asking? Sorry. So short term, they're going to get Kageyama and SP Hinata, which makes sense. And then that's their future plans. And then now they're asking, should I go for Kita for Eren or Suna for Aone? I would say Suna for Aone, even though I prefer Kita over Eren. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go Kita for Aone, but then you wouldn't really have a blocker on your team. So I would say Suna for Aone, just because then you have the Inazaki 4. If you don't care about that, then I would say Kita for Eren, just because then he has the trio deployment bond with the Mia twins. So it's up to your preference. If I was you, if I was in your shoes, I would probably go for Kita over Eren, but that's just me. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. It's close to an 8. Oh yeah, I did. I did. I announced it this stream. Well, technically the last stream, but anyways, I announced it today, and I also have these streams scheduled for tomorrow. So apologies, I forgot to communicate that with you because it was literally like 2 minutes before the stream started. How many people do we have in the chat? So unfortunately, we only have 23 now, as to the 50 we had before. That kind of sucks. And then on Twitch, we have 9, 11 actually. That's nice. So again, for the people in the live, so if you're on Twitch, make sure to follow. We're at 96 followers, so we need 4 more for 100. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe because we're like 10 away from 1,500. And then if you guys do have a TikTok account, go follow on TikTok. We are like less than 100 away from 5,000. Destin Gardner says, it looks like my team got deleted. The only way your team got deleted is if you left the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, then I deleted like your thing. Like for example, it's coming up here. So for example, we have Sakuza. So their username is in white. Which means they don't have the Oikawa's cult tag, and the Oikawa's cult tag gets automatically sent or assigned to you when you join the Discord. So when you leave, it also doesn't say mutual server. So what I do is I go in and I delete the post. So if you left the Discord at any point after posting your team review, then it probably got deleted or ignored. Something like that. So I did you. Shoot, I can't remember. No, I already did yours. I'm here now. Hello, Omniscient? Omniton on Twitch. You have a little user. A little crown. I don't know what that means. What does that mean on Twitch? It says Prime. So if you, I don't know if you use your Prime sub, but if you want to use it for me, that'd be great. Let's see. Oh yeah, my Streamlab notification is not gonna work. Okay, hold on. Let me. Settings. Nope, that's not gonna work. Whatever. I'll sort it off stream. In what order will the Beach Trio be released? So let me remember. Steege is his name. If I go down to Haikyu Fly High General, and I go to the pendant messages, that's the wrong one. We have Bokuto first, because this order is based off JP. So it was Bokuto, then Akashi, then Ione. So in terms of the order of characters, they should still be the same, but the dates are definitely subject to change. They could drop this next week if they wanted to, or not next week. When does Kenma come out? January 7th. They could drop it January 7th if they wanted to, but remember, it's subject to change. All right, so we have Steege who says, waiting for SP, Oikawa, and others, but is there something to do now? I will get Komori. So they did pick up Komori. They have Kenma and Kuro as the duo bond there. So realistically, if you're waiting for Oikawa and the rest of the boys, you could just sit tight with your team. If you're being totally honest, like you could literally pull nobody and just wait, because you already have Kurai, Hirogami, you already have Sakuza Komori, and then the last 3 spots are really up to you. You already have Kenma and Kuro, so you don't need to change that unless you want. You are Kageyama SP Hinata is the other setter middle blocker kind of combination. If you really like Kenma, you can just get to his SP one. His SP, you know, card is a lot better than his SSR one. So it's really just upgrading the players you already have. So, you know, the UR Kuro as well, you can upgrade to the SP one. Kyotani is opposite hitter. Now that we're positionless, you don't necessarily need an opposite hitter there. So you could throw in a wing spiker, a middle blocker, another setter if you wanted to. So it's up to you really, but yeah, you're gonna be waiting for quite some time. But at the very least, you have kind of the best UR characters to have right now. So in terms of a team rating, I kind of like this team. I think it still doesn't really stack up to the rest of I don't know. Receive teams are pretty rare. I want to give it an 8. I'm leaning 7.5. Just because Kenma, Kuro's, I mean, they're strong together, but it's not like, you know, the other kind of duos that are out. Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5, but it's close to an 8. Yeah, I really wish I want to play music right now, but I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared, guys. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock, so, man, I'm still in the 21 days. God dang it. Man, with all these delays and stuff, I wanted to get, like, far on this. And I don't even know if I'll be able to do a team review video tomorrow. This sucks. This sucks. Where the hell am I? Alright, next up, we've got LeBron James. Oh my god. It's actually LeBron. Anyways, they said, oh, this is their team. Okay, I'll just give you a rating then. I will rate this team a 8.5, maybe? Maybe? Or like 8, close to an 8.5. I think if you had Komori, it'd be like an 8.5. Where's LeBron? LeBron James. Somebody says, will you also be reviewing newer posts today? No. So on the live streams, I go in chronological order. So as you can see, these are 21 days ago. So I just go up the list like this. For the YouTube videos, I do take newer posts, but that is random. Temperance says, I don't know if you already answered this, but what are your plans for next characters? I'm curious about M. plans as well. So for me, my team is right now it's Oikawa, Ushijima, Sakuza, Komori, Kurai, Hirogami, and I have Kuro right now. And then now that I've pulled Kageyama and I will be pulling the SP Hinata, I will definitely be putting the SP Hinata in for the Kuro. The Kageyama might just be a sub for Oikawa. I might start the Kageyama actually over Oikawa. When I have him ranked higher, maybe. But I don't know if that's going to take away my power. I think it is going to take away my power team, actually. So that might screw things up. So I might just sub Kageyama in. But in the future, I will be going Beach Trio because Bokuto's my second favorite character behind Mr. Oikawa. And I didn't get his UR. So that is what I'm doing. So looking at this team here from Brutal. Again, no question. So I will just rate this team. You have that's funny. You have Sakuza no Komori, you have Osamu no Atsumu, you have Hirogami no Kurai. So that's interesting. And then we got Lev with nobody as well. I think I'll just give this a 7 just because of the quality of your players, but no real synergy going on here other than Akashi Bokuto. I'll give you a 7 out of 10. Next up, we got God of War 1500, who says thoughts. So, 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, with the new update, it looks like it's going to be a neutral team, I believe. You have Ushijima Oikawa, or. Yeah, you have Ushijima Oikawa on the bench. I would personally play those two over these two, but that's just me. and also as like it's pretty obvious that you've put resources into these guys more, so you can keep them if they're your favorite characters. I would get Komori on his rebanner if you didn't pick him up originally, but I'll give you like another 8 out of 10. Did I didn't add him, did I? Oopsies. At Bruce. Cool beans. Next up, we got Sabrito, who says, should I go for Komori and get Suna, or should I wait for SP Nata and don't change anything else? Damn. When was this? I was wearing a white t-shirt, so that was a long time ago. Anyways, I forgot the question. Should I go for Komori and get Suna, or should I wait for SP Nata? I would go Komori Suna. So hopefully you did that. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. In terms of a team rating, I'll give you a yeah, I'll give you an 8. 7.5. Get Komori and Suna, and that's an 8.5. Where did AJ? We have Array, who says, "What should I do next? I plan on getting Komori and Osamu. And who to get on UR or SP? Any other tips? I'm trying to get Kita dupes." So first, let's talk about Komori and Osamu. So totally, because that would give you your Inazaki team bond. You would get the twins, of course, and then who's the libero? Komori. Yeah, you get Komori with Sakuza. Like that's just what you should do realistically. So hopefully you did that. Any other UR or SPs? Just the SP Tsukishima at that point, and then SP Kuro. So get those two, and then you'll have Komori, Atsumu, Osamu, Sakuza, Tsukishima SP, Kuro SP, and then you still have Kita here, who you are trying to get dupes of. So do that. In terms of a team rating, I just got a notification on Discord. In terms of a team rating, this team right now is probably a 6.5. But you make those changes and you're at like 7.58 almost. Somebody added me. No. Like tomorrow. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so next up we have just Manu. Oh, didn't we have Manu on like Twitch? Oh, I don't know if he's still here. No. Well, I'll add him and he can maybe jump back in. I'm assuming this is his team. He says, any tips? By the way, you're my favorite streamer. Wow. Favorite streamer out of everybody in the world. That's crazy. Okay. So I do see an Iwaizumi on the bench. So I'd probably put Iwaizumi in for the practice curl. Right in front of my salad. So I would put the Iwaizumi in for the practice curl. So then you have the bond with Oikawa and Kyotani. And then we would have Kurai, Bokuto, Tsukishima. That stays the same. And then you would probably want to get, if you didn't pick up Komori, that's fine. You could go SP Nishinoya. That's probably the next best thing if you don't want to wait for the Komori rebanner. Kurai could play middle blocker there. Yeah, that's pretty much that's how I view it. Whenever I see the possibility of taking out a middle blocker, who can replace that? And that would be Kurai. So that is that's kind of my mindset about it. But in terms of your libero, it really would have to be the SP Nishinoya, unless you want to use the SSR select recruit to get like the SSR Nishinoya. But at that point, I would just get the SP one. How's the stream doing? The stream, it looks like it's stable now. Hopefully. My team still has like 50 plus teams in front of it in the queue. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 6. Nah. 3 URs. It's kind of hard to go below 7 with the SR there. If you put Iwaizumi in, I'll give you a 7. I'll give this a 6.5. Ah, no, I can't do that. If you put Iwaizumi in, I'll give it a 7.5. But right now it's a 7. I gotta stop doing this. It's always the top one. Alright. Next up we have Die Frit. Frite? I don't know how to say that. They said, who should I pull for next? So we got Inarizaki Team Bond, we have Karai Hirugami, and we have Nishinoya. If you didn't pick up the UR Komori, I would get the SP Nishinoya. And then after that, probably Kuro Tsukishima. Probably. And then after that, you can really just decide. Probably just to wait out for the SP Mia Twins and the SP Kamen Duo, maybe. Mayhaps. So I will give you a 8 out of 10. Improve that libero. And it'd be an 8.5. Okay, we got a lot going on here. We got Bish, who says, wondering who to aim for next. I like Kenma and Atsumu most, so we'll like to build around them in the future, I think. They pulled Komori, and then first it was this, now it's this. What the heck is Kita doing here? There's an imposter among us, boys. 3 middle blockers. Okay, let's say you do want a team with Atsumu and Kenma in it. You could just do Atsumu and Osamu here with positionless. You have 3 middle blockers. Hirugami's just kind of chilling. Kita's just kind of chilling. Just throw in the Mia Twins at that point. If you really just want to build, you know, a team with them. If you want them to be separate, I don't get the reasoning why Kita's in this team. Hirugami as well, when you already have these two, like I don't get it. Like these, like your team is way too defensive. Like we need some firepower here, so you would need to fix these two. Like this team makes more sense, even though it's still 3 middle blockers, which, you know, I'm not a fan of personally. But this makes more sense than your second team. I don't know what the heck's going on here. So yeah, I don't know. I guess in terms of a team rating for your current team, also kind of all over the place. I'll give you a 6.5 because of the quality of your players, but it's really just EY and Kyotani who kind of know what's going on here. So you got a ways to go. I would fix this up if this is, I don't know what's going on here. I would actually go for this, but that's just me. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, well, one of the two, whether it's the twins or the Kamameta duo. Temperance. What day is the team reviews at now? We're still, well, we're on December 2nd, boys. Let's go. Yeah, my plan was to get to, wait, here? By the end of today's stream? I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Where do I send my teams? It's in the Discord. So link is actually pinned in the YouTube chat. It's pinned on both chats. and then it's under the Haikyu Fly High Team Reviews forum. And then what you will do is you would just make a new thread. The only problem is I'm 3 weeks behind. So next up we got Brother Who's Sleeping, who says, rate my team out of 10 and what should I do next? Pretty similar to one of the last teams we saw. I would pick up Iwaizumi for Azumane. And then I would look to be getting potentially the SP Nishinoya or Komori Sakuza Rebanner. And then at that point, I would just save maybe for Tsukishima and Kuro. Or you just wait it out for Oikawa, Tendo, Ushijima SPs. But short term, let's just say Iwaizumi for Azumane and then SP Nishinoya for this guy. In terms of a team rating, I will give you a 6.5 out of 10. Next up we have, what's with these sus names, dude? I'm not saying that. I've been wondering on what I should pull for next. I've been pulling non-stop on these banners. Not the best strategy. I don't have any gems left, so I doubt I can get the Sakuza so Itachiyama duo. What should I look forward to upgrade my team? I got Kurai at, is that skill res 2? I was thinking I could wait for Kageyama, UR, and SB Hinata, but I don't know. Your streams are really chill, but don't force yourself, like forcing 20 more reviews. Yeah, I'm not trying to rush through them, but like at the same time, people have been waiting for weeks, months even. Destroyer says I'm the 13th of December. My lord, that wouldn't even be next week, would it? Tap M says happy holidays, you all. Yeah, it's the holidays, so I hope you guys are having a good winter break for the people in school. For the people working, you know, hopefully you have a decent couple days off, maybe. I know there's people actually working on Christmas Eve, so that kind of sucks. Alright, so I actually forgot. He wrote a lot. Let me go back. So if you have no gems, we're gonna throw Itachiyama out the window. And then Kageyama, you are, I would say prioritize the Kageyama UR over the SB Hinata. Just because the UR Kageyama works really well with both power and quick teams. Or if you want to commit to the Miya twins and Kita, get the Atsumu Rebanner instead of the UR Kageyama. That might be easier for you because you already have Yaku. You would just need to get Suna. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you just need to get Suna here, and then you still have the Kamamedai duo. You have the Inurazaki 4. You have Yaku who helps with quicks, and you're doing pretty good. So actually, yeah, I would say first get Atsumu. If you don't want to get Atsumu, then get Kageyama. And then Hinata, you don't have to get. If you can get, that's cool. But I would get the SSR Suna instead. So in terms of team rating, I will give you a solid 7 out of 10. Shin's back. What's up, Shin? Well, M. Dot, you work from home, so it's a little different. Crisp is off for the rest of the week. That's always nice. Okay, next up. Oh my god, we got a paragraph, dude. What I miss? My PC crashed. I don't know if you were here for that. My PC crashed, and then we were able to get it back up in like 5-10 minutes. And then we've just been doing team reviews. That's pretty much it. Next up, we have Scorpion, who says, all right, so my team planning is this right now. But I am so in doubt because I already got Atsumu and Oikawa as UR setters. Is it worth picking Kageyama still? I got screwed when Itachiyama was announced early. I was going for the Japanese national team buff for Kurai, but now it's useless having Atsumu. You still have that bond, even though he's maybe not in your starting lineup. Should I grab Komori or Nishinoya SP memory? I have 30k gems, 69 UR tickets, 100 memory tickets. And then update. I ended up picking Komori Memory, but waiting for SP Nishinoya. Okay, so he has the Komori Memory. Cool. And then he's wondering if he should get Kageyama still. Okay, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So yeah, for your team, I see you have Asumu on the bench. Having Oikawa at level 80 and all that is good. Yeah, so even though Asumu like is not great in terms of his like team rating right now, whatever, or sorry, his player rating, he will still contribute to Kurai's national team buff uh, bond. It just won't be as good until he's like 5-star, I think, or 4-star. But in terms of your future team, so you're okay. You're changing everything except for Kurai Hirugami. So, how many gems do you have? He had a lot, right? Yeah, he has 30k gems, 69 UR, and 100 memory. So we won't worry about the memory for now. But 30k gems with 69 UR tickets, and the UR you would have to get is only Kageyama. So in that case, I would just pull him because you shouldn't have any difficulty getting him. The SP Hinata, again, with your 30k gems, shouldn't be too much of an issue. At the very least, like if you can't get him like immediately with that 30k gems, you can get him. It should lower your pity enough where you can get him in the next week. Like within the 2 weeks he's out. Nishinoya might be difficult then, depending on your luck with Hinata. And then you already have Kurai Hirugami, and then Kurosuke you can save up for. So yeah, honestly, like you can do this just because of your situation with your diamonds and your tickets. What else did he say? So you did pick up the Komori memory, so that is now not a thing. But waiting for Nishinoya SP, and my current total power is 142. So yeah, just use your tickets to pull Kageyama. Hopefully you don't have to spend diamonds there. Spend your diamonds on the SP Hinata with the SP tickets you pick up from the events. And then hopefully you don't spend too much to the point where you'll still have enough for Nishinoya, then save for these two. So you're in a good spot. Pretty good. So in terms of a team rating for this team, you have these two, you have these two, and you have these two. And then he always helps. So I will give you I think I have to give it a 7.5 still, but I want to give it an 8. But that might be my bias. So maybe like a high 7.5. For Mr. Scorpion. Mafera says, I'm going to go to bed maybe till tomorrow. If I won't be there, happy Christmas. So, yeah, Mafera, have a good one. Happy holidays. Jade says, W stream, even though it crashed. I'm the sleeping emojis in your server. I got Komori, so, whatever I said, apply it with your Komori. Which SP variant should I summon? I didn't get Hirugami. When the summer trio comes out, I would go for SP Ione. So you're just pulling SP Ione? I didn't even say your name. Jonas. Oh, no, these are two different people. Okay. Yeah, the only real upgrades to your team can be either UR Hirugami, the SP. Honestly, yeah, I guess SP Ione would be good. But if you're getting him just by himself, it's kind of like eh. In terms of this team. But it'll definitely be an upgrade, but I'm trying to think of like duos and all that kind of stuff. So maybe because you have Kurai, so I'm going to think about him as a potential middle blocker. Which, by the way, you should swap these two so that Kurai comes into the front and Sakusa goes into the back. But anyways, you could technically just take out the Ione now that we're positionless and put in a different character. So if you want to get like a SP Kunimi, you could do that. If you want to get an SP Hinata and have him be more offensive, you can do that. You could just go straight Beach Trio and take out. It would have to be these three. Maybe Ushijima, but no, wait, no, not Ushijima. Yeah, it would have to be these three. So it really just depends. I wouldn't pick up Aone by himself. At that point, I would just go Kuro Tsukishima. If you're going to be picking up a single SP middle blocker, you might as well just save up and get both of those guys. So that's what I would do. In terms of a team rating, I think I'll also give you a 7.5 out of 10. Just because Ione and Yaku are kind of just chilling. Let me add the right person. All right, next up we got Tortioso, who just says current team. So what I'll do is I'll just give you a rating. Everything is kind of here. I'm interested as to why Suna's on the bench. I guess because just because Tsukishima's just better. But maybe swap the potentials in the memory and just get Suna in the lineup. I would do that because they're both level 70, so it's definitely like either dupes maybe of Tsukishima, that's why. But get Suna in the lineup because there's no reason not to. And then, so without Suna, I'd probably give you a 7. With Suna, it's a 7.5. It's close to an 8. Pretty close to an 8 at that point. Oh my goodness, we got more paragraphs. What is this name? Kes? Kate? Cat? Kekse. I started playing around a month ago as a free-to-play, and I don't know what exactly I should change. So if you can rate my team and have any optimizations, please tell me. Right now, I'm waiting for Komori, so please don't mind the Nishinoya. And I would love to have Oikawa's UR as my setter, but that is also impossible for me to achieve in 1 week. Is there any other setter, or should I pick up? Is there any other setter I should pick up, or is Oikawa good enough for now? They picked up Komori, so now we can ignore the Nishinoya. I would say the UR Kageyama is probably the play here. It doesn't necessarily have to be the play, but if you're trying to upgrade your setter now, it would be the UR Kageyama, unless you want to wait for the Oikawa re-banner that might happen, or the UR select that might happen. There's no guarantee that's going to happen anytime soon. So in terms of the next best setter, you could technically go with the Atsumu re-banner, but it seems like Oikawa is kind of who you want. So I would say probably steer clear of the UR Oikawa for now and maybe wait for the SP one. And in the meantime, either use Atsumu or Kageyama. That's what I would say. So in terms of a team rating, I'll give you I think I'll give it a 7. Just because of Sakuza Komori. But it's kind of on the lower end of that. MDOT's got to go Christmas shopping, so I'll be lurking. Fairs. Jimmy says hi. Hello. Yeah, I have to go Christmas shopping after this stream, and there's a bunch of stuff that I need to get. Next up, we have Caillou. What is that profile picture, dude? Is that Caillou with tits? What the? Okay. I plan to get Kenma and SP Kuro with SP Tsukishima as well to cover. Hold on. Let me reset. I plan to get Kenma and SP Kuro with SP Tsukishima. So I'm assuming that's SP Kenma. To cover middle blockers and setter, and I have both Komori and Sakusa for the team. Would you recommend any opposite hitters or any other wing spikers to get or think about? I'm getting Kenma just to make a receive team. P.S. Yes, I know my Komori is underlevel and I use the max one on Kuro, not realizing there are only 2 meant for them to. Now Komori's memory is max and he's underlevel and Kuro's max. Okay, that's fine. And then they said I end up pulling Oikawa in his memory, so this is what the updated team looks like for now. And then they got dupes of Komori. So this is the current team. And they're planning on getting Kuro Tsukishima. And it looks like their setter, it maybe just be the regular Kenma. So I'm going to go based off the assumption that it's the regular, the SSR Kenma. But now they pulled Oikawa. So you can still get Kuro Tsuki. That would make sense. If you did bring Kenma in, I think that does become your team becomes a receive team. One, two. I think Kuro is received, so that's three. Komori's four. Oh, you need one more. It would have to be like a Daichi to be received. So at this point, now that you picked up Oikawa and you have Iwaizumi, I would wait for Suki and Kuro, but I would throw that receive team out the window and just focus on being a power team for now. You also have Kyotani as well, so and Morisakusa. Like you're in a really good spot. Just wait for your two SP middle blockers, and you're chilling. You can still pick up the SSR Kenma or maybe even the SP one if you want, and put them into this team because it looks like you have a Nekoma based team. You can still have that, but in terms of this team being with your best players and stuff like that, I would focus on the power based side of things, and yeah, just commit to waiting for Kuro and Suki's SPs. So in terms of team rating, I'll give this one a 7.5. I think. I think it's close to an 8. Dude, that profile picture is hilarious. Do people in here know who Caillou is, by the way? Like, do you guys know where that's from? Caillou is the spoiled brat, I guess. I had Caillou as a puppet when I was a kid. Dude, that was like the go-to show. Swag, swag like Caillou. Dude, what happened to that generation of cartoons and stuff? I know the Caillou show, and I didn't know it was also called this in English. Yeah, I think they. Well, I don't know. Depends on, I guess, the language. But I know there was a. Um, I know like some languages or some regions in the world like to change the name based off of like a of their language. But yeah, dude, Caillou was that was a time, eh? I don't even know what is the equivalent to Caillou nowadays. I don't even want to know if I'm being totally honest. Rosie and Caillou. Yeah, his sister's name was Rosie, wasn't it? Didn't she have like red hair or something? Or am I bugging? I haven't watched in so long. Oh, it was Bluey? Oh, never mind. They remade it with new animation? Oh no. Dude, I saw what they did to Blue's Clues. Oh my, like what are we doing? Now we're going on a tangent of old school cartoons. Rosie and Caillou for me too in Germany. I remember that one episode Caillou got mad at Rosie and was about to punch her. I don't remember that. What the heck? It's so funny looking at the theories now that like the entire time Caillou was like a cancer patient or something like that because he was like bald. Which, for the record, is not funny if somebody is going through like having cancer. That part's not funny, but a children's show of a child potentially having it, that part's a little bit humorous to me. Caillou's a worldwide superstar. Facts. Yeah, that. I'm sorry. What is this? And then we got a freaking what's it called? Live action Caillou smoking a blunt. Is that what's happening? Look at their pronouns. Who is this person? Who is this person? Oh my god, dude. That's too funny. Okay, let's keep it moving. We got young block. I'm just gonna say that. We got thinking of getting Komori rather than SP Noya, but also trying to upgrade my lineup. Um, Bro, I have Sakuza but no Komori. I had 20 pulls left on the guarantee but no resources. So on that point, you just if you really want Komori, you just don't pull on the banner until the re banner of Komori happens. That's your best bet, unless you really want Kageyama or you really want a re banner of the Mia twins or Tachiyama or whatever, or not Tachiyama, Kamamedai first. Just wait it out. It's gotta be patient. Sue, I forgot if they had a question. I think I'm getting Komori rather than SP Nishinoya. Yeah, because you have Sakuza for sure. I would bring in Komori for Yamagata, and then you do have Korai, so I would take out Aone because now we are positionless, and bring in Mr. Korai, and you're chilling. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 7.5 out of 10. Next up, he's back. Kaiu's back. Next up, we have Jacaulo. Is this can anyone suggest who to get next? Um, Either Komori or Hirugami, ideally. If you want a suggestion for SPs, I would get SP Hinata for Lev. And then after that, you can just kind of decide what you want to do. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 7 out of 10. Next up, we got Nando. What's with these paragraphs, guys? Please. Next up, we have Nando the Goat, who says, my main team is quick, but I also want to focus on a power team, so I'm going to focus on Akashi and Bokuto right now. I plan on going for Komori, and then save up for the Bokuto re-banner, and save SSR tickets for the rest of Bokuto team members, which is their SSRs, to get the team bond, but if I don't get Komori, I plan on going for Nishinoya instead. So, interestingly enough, I hope you're aware of the SP Bokuto, because at that point, I mean, you have Sakuza, and going off the assumption you got Komori, you already have Korai and Hirugami. Bringing in Bokuto, you only have 2 more spots left. You know? And then you said if you're not going to go for Komori, you're going to get the SP Nishinoya. So you still would only have 2 other spots. So you can't really make the team bond, and those URs are better than the SSRs. So what I would do instead is I would get the SP Akashi and Bokuto, and if you can get the Aone, I would get the Aone as well. And then keep the 4 URs or the SP Nishinoya as is. And then you can make a second team, actually. Osamu, Suna, Kita, and Atsumu. So I would do that. In terms of a team rating, I will give you... Yeah, I don't know why it's kind of set up like this. You don't have Bokuto right now, so why is Atsumu on the bench? Doesn't really make sense to me. I can understand Kita being on the bench for now. But, yeah, that doesn't really make sense to me. So in terms of team rating, I will give you a 7.5 out of 10. But you got some changes to make. What up, Drop? Drop K? I know you were in the TikTok live, but then I got soft banned on TikTok, which was fun. And then my PC crashed after that, so unfortunately we lost a lot of viewers, but it is what it is. Jade says I have SSR Hinata and UR Kageyama. Should I pull for SP? You don't have to. You don't have to. I know they have a bond together, the SP and the UR Kageyama, but SP Hinata, I don't think it's like the free quick. I actually got kind of debated. Apparently, what I saw on TikTok, the boom jump is just the SP Hinata's ultimate and not a duo attack with the Kageyama. So I've been spreading wrong information because I thought I saw what I saw, but I didn't see that properly. So you still can, long story short. However, the SSR one is going to be absolutely fine because you can spam their attack. Poland player says, even after the Komori thing, my team is the Kamen Rider duo Free Quick. I want to get SP Hinata Sakuza, and I want to pair them with the Mia Twins so bad, but I have to wait for him. Yeah, Mia Twins Rebounder is coming out soon. So at least there's that. All right, next up we got a bear who says, which SP should I go for after Komori? You could do whatever you want. If you really want to wait like a really long time, you can just upgrade Oikawa, you can upgrade Tendo, you can upgrade Ushijima, and then you can put in the Iwaizumi for probably Hirugami, I think. If you really want to wait. If you want SPs now, I would say Beach Trio, or at the very least Akashi Bokuto. If you really want strong middle blockers, is Kuro Tsukishima. It's really like those three are kind of the main stages of SPs. It's like one of the Beach Trio and SP Kuro Tsukishima, and then I guess the third, the long term ones are Ushijima, Oikawa, or the Mia Twins now. So if you want a different team, I would say the SP Mia Twins. If you want a slightly different feel to your team, I would say Beach Trio. If you want the same team but better, I would go Oikawa Ushijima. So in terms of team rating, without Komori, this is a 8, but with Komori, it's probably an 8.5. Or maybe without him, no, it can't be a 7.5. It's definitely an 8, and then with Komori, it's probably 8.5. Next up, we got 8TLB, who says, I want to build a power attack team. Any recommendations on SBUR characters and rate out of 10? Well, pretty easy, because you already have 2 of them. Get their SP versions. And you don't actually need to get the SP only, but if you want to, replace Washio, and you're good to go. So in terms of team rating, I will give you a 8 out of 10. Okay, hopefully my PC doesn't crash. I need to step out for like 2 seconds. I will put some music on. Don't die on me, please. Okay, I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back and we're out of focus. Fantastic. Alright, we're good. Alrighty, next up we got Saucy, who says, rate my team out of 10. Do I need to worry about other characters until SPs come out? Just Tendo, really. Just Tendo. That's about it. So in terms of a rating out of 10, I'll give you a... I think I'll still give you an 8.5. But with Tendo coming in, it does make your team better because he has the bond with Ushijima, but it doesn't make your team rating like a 9 or anything. So I'll still give you an 8.5 because you got everything else going on. So that's fun. Next up, we have Balal. I'm not going to say that because that's technically racist. Not that spelling of it, but you know what I mean. I started playing about 2 weeks ago. I'm definitely going to get Kurai and SP Bokuto Akashi. Should I go for Hirugami or SP Aone? I won't have enough resources to get Komori. Tried getting Sakusa, but ended up getting Kuro. How the heck does that happen? Also, any players I should or could get along the way. How the heck did you pull on the wrong banner? That kind of sucks. So he wants to get Kurai. So that would come in for Goshiki. And then he's wondering if he should go Aone or Hirugami. But you're getting SP Bokuto Akashi. So I would say Aone. So that's what I would do. I would get SP Ione instead of the UR Hirugami at that point. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 6.5 out of 10. It's so sad that Kunimi SP has no bonds is one of my favorite characters. He's actually going to be used by a lot of people, at the very least on the bench, because he has a bench ability that MDOT just recently told me about that apparently he increases the stamina of people on the court when he's not on the court himself. Rate and what to do in the future, free to play. So there's no Sakusa Komori, so we're just going to completely disregard that. You do have Kurai, Hirugami, you do have Oikawa, Ushijima. So I would say you could go for the Beach Trio still and get SP Ione, get SP Bokuto, get SP Akashi. You don't have to do that though. I guess technically your next upgrade would be the SP Nishinoya. That's skill res 2 Kunimi though? Oh, well, in that case. Well, I don't know. I feel like if you saving up diamonds to now, because like Temperance said that it's his favorite character. So I feel like if you're gonna specifically save up for that character, you could technically maybe get skill res 2 if you save up from now. But then you would have to completely disregard like everybody else, so that kind of sucks. So Nishinoya would be the SP1. It's probably the next best upgrade you can do. But you already have a 22k Aone. Like you should. I don't know if it makes sense to get rid of him. I don't know if it's probably because it's like skill res 4, probably. Yeah, I don't know. If I were you, because I'm going for the Beach Trio, like you would still have Ushijima, these two, and you would probably have to stick it out with the SSR Nishinoya because you're free to play, I think. Yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna be pretty difficult to pick up like a set of SP characters. So individually you can get Nishinoya, individually you can get Aone, and that would definitely be an upgrade. So I would say maybe just do that. And then maybe get the SP versions of Oikawa, Iwaizumi, and Ushijima in the future. I think that makes sense. That probably makes sense in terms of future plan. But it is going to require a lot of patience that hopefully you have. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you I think I'll give you a 7.5. out of 10. Do I pull Hinata? Yes or no? Depends on your team, but generally it's yes, but you don't have to. It's kind of the vibe with Hinata. Next up, we got Tabata Zodi, who says, I'm a new player. It's been 1 week since I started playing, and I don't know what to really do with my team. I'm trying to get Inazaki team. I'm a big fan of them, but I don't know if I should say Karasuno or just do, or you just don't know what to do. Trying to get Suna in my wish list, but I don't know if I should. Okay. So, as a free to play, getting Inarizaki is going to be difficult because you don't have any Inarizaki players right now. So that means you need to get at least Kita. You're going to need to get Atsumu and Osamu back to back. You're going to need to get either Akaji. Actually, for your team, it would be Akaji. So if you want to go Inarizaki, I think with the diamonds you should have right now and the UR tickets either you have saved or that you've used to reduce pity, you should be able to get Atsumu on his rebanner on New Year's Eve. And depending on how lucky you get with the Atsumu rebanner, you should be able to do the Osamu rebanner, but that depends. I would save your diamonds and tickets for those two because, of course, those two are the most important two for Inarizaki. And then with the SSR tickets that you get from gift codes, from events, from the general stuff, use that for the SSR Select Recruit where you can get Kita, you can get Akaji, or Suna. So I would do that. Stand up if you love football. Michael, what are you doing? What are you doing? You think you can just command me on what to do? I ain't doing that. But I do love football, so. Okay, so in terms of our team rating, though, I'm gonna have to give this a. At the very least, you do have 1, 2, 3. You have the Karasuna 4, so I'll give you like a 5 out of 10. Inazuma 11 reference. I haven't watched that. I have not watched it. So how many teams am I away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm 10 from the next day, then it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 33 teams. Dang it. Well, that kind of sucks. Would I have been able to get through it still without the crashes? Probably not. I would have got close, though. I'm surprised how Inazuma 11 didn't touch more generations. I don't know. I haven't even heard of that before. Thanks, Crisp. It's kind of random. What did I do? Did I do something? Did I say something? Do you know Captain Tsubasa? I do. I do. You just are. Oh, well, thanks, Crisp. Appreciate it. Yes, I actually recently watched Captain Tsubasa. Apparently, there's a bunch of stuff still that has to happen. There's like a bunch more tournaments and stuff. I was so sad when I was like, oh, that's just it. And we don't know when the next season's coming out. I was like, oh man, I thought this thing was like old. But yeah. Oh, stop with the paragraphs, please. Okay. Next up, we have Anfitras, who says, so I'm really undecided about which path to choose. As you can see, I have Kita on the bench. I accidentally pulled Sakura, so I changed my plans for the future to get Komori as well. But now I don't know what to do with Kita because Kita and Sakura are both back row players. I feel like putting one of them in the front row would be counterproductive. But at the same time, I feel like putting Kita in the front just for the buff with the twins and Inarizaki I won't be getting Hinata for now. Sorry for the long text. Just need to explain my thoughts because every time I see a video about teams, everyone just seems to have Oikawa and Ushijima and Holy. I feel like I only play against Karai and Hirugami. Just a compliment about the future. I want to make a team with SP Kenma, Suki Kuro. Okay, these guys. Okay. Well, bro is allergic to reading. I'm not allergic to reading. I've been live for 3 hours. That's the only issue. Just don't read the paragraph. Shit's getting tiring. But the thing is, then what do I do? Do I just look at your team, rate it, and then move on? They need help, and I want to help. So they are considering putting Kita in for Sakuza, but they're concerned about the whole back row situation. Well, in that case, I was gonna say remove Kuro, but you don't have Kurai, so you don't really have a secondary blocker. So that kind of sucks. Because what you could do is you could put Kita in for Kuro and then swap Suna with Kita. So that Kita's in the back, Sakuza rotates into the back, and then Suna will be in the front for blocks. But there will be a time where Suna rotates into the back, and then at that point you would also need to have your libero come in for your wing spiker. So then when Rentaro goes to the back, then your libero is not going to be coming in for Rentaro. He's going to be coming in for... Who would that be? So he's there. He'd be coming in for Sakuza. So that kind of sucks. That's the only thing I can really see working with having both Kita and Sakuza in the lineup. Now, generally, even though they have more back row kind of stuff, they will still work in the front row. But if you want to make the most out of them, that's really the only thing you can do. And also, you do get the Inazaki team on if you do that. But you are dropping Kita, who is 8,000 less than Kuro. That kind of sucks. That's the only way I really seeing it work. But otherwise, you can still kind of work with this team. Like, it's not that bad. And then your future team... So you do want to pick up the Kageyama. I was going to suggest that, but I thought you wanted to stay in Urizaki. So if that's the case, if you're willing to do Kageyama Hinata, then just do that. And then just change your team dynamic and you'll be fine. I might have typed a lot of in my submission. No, it's fine. I like to complain about things for no reason. Okay, so in terms of team rating, I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10. I think if you had Kita in for... Or if you had Kurai instead, it'd be like an 8.5. It's like really close to an 8.5. I just don't know what gets it there. But yeah, if you are willing to get the Kageyama and the Hinata, abso-freaking-lutely. Okay, it looks like we have time for one more. So it is going to be Jack Z, who said, started playing around Kurai, really want to build a quick attack team, so thinking of SP, Hinata, and Yura Kageyama, but also contemplating of Inarizaki. What are your thoughts on who to get? And to optimize my team, also pulled Kuro by accident. And then he's got a future team. We're going to talk about his current team. So with Kuro being a quick tagged player, you would have to get... Oh. My mom just told me there's food. Nice. With having... so if you want to be a quick attack team, you need 4 quick attack tags. So right now you only have Kuro, because everybody else is power or receive or block. So in that case, getting the Yura Kageyama, so we're replacing Akashi. Getting the SP Hinata, we would be replacing... Honestly, I would say replace Daichi. So then you have Kuro, you have Kageyama, you have Hinata, but then you still need one more. So at that point, one of Sakuza, Kurai, and Hirugami is going to have to come out. And the only player that makes sense at that point would be Osamu Miya. And I guess, okay, you could take out Hirugami for Hinata and then Osamu for Daichi if you want to do the positions, but in terms of the order in which they'll come out, Hinata comes out tomorrow to replace the Daichi with the SP Hinata, replace Akashi with the UR Kageyama, and then when the Osamu rebanner happens, replace Hirugami with Osamu Miya. Unless you want to keep their bond and you want to take out Sakuza, you could do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's what I would do. It is 3 o'clock, so for the people in the SEA server, SP Hinata is now out. So good luck on your polls. That is the last team review for today. I will give this team a rating of 7.5? 8? Somewhere there. Out of 10. Alrighty, so that is going to be it for the stream today. I need to go eat. I need to go Christmas shopping. I need to sort my life out with this TikTok stream. So thank you guys for being here. Where would I be able to find the codes for the 24th and 25th? It should be somewhere in the news thing. I forgot what terminology they use. It's in the game. Like, you'll find it somewhere in the game. But again, we will be live tomorrow, 12 o'clock. We will be pulling the SP Hinata. We're going to be doing a giveaway tomorrow as well, so make sure you guys are tuned in. We will be doing the giveaway. Why are my frames dropping now? Okay. Can my frames stop dropping? I'm trying to get to the end of the stream. Please, no more technical issues. Okay, I think we're back. So again, we will be live tomorrow. And we will be doing the giveaway tomorrow. So make sure you're in the YouTube chat specifically for that. We will be doing polls with M. We're going to go poll for poll. Loser has to actually do the giveaway. And yeah, we're going to be checking out all the new stuff, all the new codes, all that fun stuff. And yeah, like always, stay safe. Have a good Christmas Eve for the people in Europe. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Tell somebody you love them. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for the technical issues. But hopefully I'll have this sorted out for tomorrow. Bye.